Hello, my friends, and welcome back. So, today I want to talk to the married folks, the people who have made the commitment, who are in it for the long run. And I especially want to talk to women. Yes, gentlemen, you will learn something from this message for sure. But if the ladies took heed and understood what they're doing in this particular case, you will be so much happier in your marriage, and you will appreciate your husband, and you will grow stronger and faster together. And it is simply this. Women tend to sabotage their men in their marriage because they don't want them to become successful. Yeah, that's a strong statement, but I've got one woman who've admitted to it. Let's listen to this wonderful lady. I love her channel, man. What's it called? The Happy Wife School. Let's have a listen to her.
The purpose of emasculating our husbands and emasculating men in our lives is because we don't want them to be successful. And I had to see this about myself and my marriage, that unconsciously, before I got it pointed out and before I could see it, I wanted my husband to fail, because that allowed me to feel stronger and in control in the relationship. And I was terrified that if he got strong in himself and he was successful and he went for his own dreams and his own goals, that he would leave. So we are invested in keeping our husbands down and keeping them weak.
Oh, she said it. Powerful, powerful. So guys, we're going to get into this particular subject today. So ladies, I want you to identify if you're doing this in your marriage or your relationship. The emasculation of men is a huge problem in today's relationship market, whether you're married or not. And I'm going to tell you the two reasons for it. But before I tell you the two reasons for it, come on, give me a thumbs up on this message. We're going to get deep today with a few hard-hitting facts that will save your marriage. So subscribe if you haven't already. And listen, if you have a quick question, get me over on Instagram on Ask an Older Man. Send me a voice message. If you want to book a chat with me, if you need help with your marriage or your relationship, you need help with your YouTube channel, if you need help with anything in life and you need a mentor, I'm here for you. Got reasonable rates for you to contact me. Get me over on askanolderman.com. Also, guys, if you want to join my membership site, which is coming up, I'm trying to build a community for all of us like-minded people, especially for us older folks that want to reach like-minded people that understand my message, then send me an email. I'll put the email address here. Okay? I'm just in the development stage, so I'm just getting it off the ground. So you guys got to be patient with me, especially the 70-something people who have requested to join me on my losing 10 pounds journey. I thought I was ready with the site to get up and running. I got all the material, but the site is just giving me trouble. So I got my web guy on it now, building it up. And hopefully the next couple of days, we'll get up and running and get started. I have chosen 10 people. But everybody's going to get access to all the material as I go through my testing phase. All right. The reason for the 10 people is that's pretty much all the people I can manage in one particular group, especially on a Zoom call where I can give sort of individual attention. But the idea is to build a community. That's the point. So with all that said, let's get into today's topic. Why is it that women want their male partners to fail? Now, she has highlighted one particular reason: fear. Women feel that if men become too powerful and too big, they will ultimately leave them. And it's a false fear, because there is no advantage for a successful man to leave a woman that he is built with. There's none, absolutely no advantage. Oh, he'll probably just leave me for a younger model. He's just going to leave me for a younger woman. It happens all the time. No, it doesn't happen all the time. It does not. The only problem with you ladies is that you only see the one or two instances where it happens and it's a big deal. That's the problem. This does not happen all the time. I'll give you a prime example. Do you know how many people play the lottery? I've given you this analogy many times before, but I think it's the best way to highlight how people perceive information. And they draw a conclusion based on information that is being blown out of proportion. If you compare, let's look at the lottery system, the state lottery. Millions of people play it every single day. And then one day, after months and months of people playing, millions of people playing, one or two people, maybe three people hit the jackpot. Who do you hear about? The millions of people who lost, or the three people out of the hundreds of millions of people that won? Yes, you only hear about the three people. And of course, they make a big deal out of these three people. They're advertised all over the place. They will advertise the fact that, hey, these three people won. They want to know their names. People want to know where they live. They want to know their story. They're on television. They're huge. They're highlighted. That, my friends, is the equivalent of wealthy men who have built with women who leave to go and find a younger model wife. That's the equivalent. What you don't see is the millions of other men who have built successful businesses, all men who have risen up with their wives. They have kept their wives and stayed with them through thick and thin. That's what you don't see. So please stop using this example. Stop living in fear. Second thing that you got to realize, if a man builds his wealth, a tremendous amount of wealth with a woman, and then he decides to divorce her, who do you think going to take half? Exactly. It's the woman. Have you not heard the expression, it's cheaper to keep her? Yeah. Even if the man want to leave his wife, he knows that it's better to stay in the marriage. Otherwise, he's going to lose 50% of what he's built with her. So he will stay. I'm not saying he won't get a lover. That's a whole other story. But the point is, he's not going anywhere. And that's what most women fear. They fear the man leaving them. Hey, you got an extra million. He getting some punani on the side. You don't know anything about it. Why do you care? You got everything at home. He's coming home at night. Everything is good. Pick your battles, ladies. Come on. Point is that you should not try to sabotage your marriage. What's the sense of doing that? If you destroy and hold back your family's progress, and that progress is there, it's there for your growth as well. So when you sabotage your husband, when you hold him back, you're holding back your entire family. You're holding yourself back. But we know that women are emotional. They will self-sabotage in order for them to feel like they're in control and also feel like they're happy. Take your pick. Now, the second reason that a lot of women will sabotage their husband is because they are programmed with the feminist mindset, the boss B mindset. They're in competition with their husbands. And of course, this comes back to that number one thing, control. She wants to feel like she's in control. And the society have told her she can be the boss B, she can be this and she can be powerful and men ain't shit and blah, blah, blah. And the illusion of power bestowed on her makes her feel that she should be in charge of her relationship. Even though she married a man that she's deemed and wanted as to be the leader of the house, she will fight for that leadership. She wants that because on a daily basis, this is what society pushes. The gynocentric mentality. The woman should be the boss. So when the man starts to grow and starts to make more money and he starts to build a business here and he starts to push and work hard over there, she will sabotage him. She will start cheating. She will start putting chinks in the armor. She will start bringing him down. Oh, talking about bringing him down, I'm going to show you a woman literally destroying a man mentally right here. You're going to feel ill watching this. If you guys want to understand what abuse feels like, this is it.
Have I ever hurt you?
No, because you ain't got a big enough dick. Your dick
Hell
ain't
no.
big enough to hurt me, nigga. I've been telling you that for years. Is this your first time hearing that? Is this your first time hearing that? Niggas that got women hurt, dick is big.
You gonna really do me like this?
We're done here.
You gonna really do me like this? As long as I've been with you in bed.
Carrie,
Long
we're
out
done
I
here.
did.
Cry in the car.
Oh,
Cry in the car.
you gonna really
Be
do
a
this?
man. Get up off your pussy. Get up off your pussy. And you got to go, dog. Period. Well, this is over with. What man would want to sit around? What man? This over with, dog. This over. Get off your.
You know she's right about one thing. Get the fuck out of there, homie. It hurts me deep knowing that there are men that are willing to put up with this shit, dog. There are men willing to sit and take that level of disrespect. She doesn't have any ounce of respect for you. She doesn't respect you. She doesn't appreciate you. She doesn't care about you. This man's probably been paying her bills for 20 years straight. Evil. It's straight up evil. Move on. Respect yourself. I don't give a fuck how much feelings you have towards someone. Once that disrespect starts, you have to respect yourself more. Bye. That's it. Gym, grind, God, improvement. Please, I'm telling you, we need to make men again.
Have I ever hurt you? No. You don't have a big enough D to hurt me. You see that? She cuts deep. And when you ladies start talking crap about, oh, men are abusive, men are physically and mentally abusive, there is nothing more abusive than a woman's mouth. And she knows how to cut deep into a man. This is the worst type of abuse. This poor man is broken. I can tell you without a doubt, this man is in his late 50s, probably early 60s. He's probably been contributing to this woman's well-being. She's been sucking him like a parasite. Even if he wanted to leave, he has no money to leave. She's been sucking every dime that he's contributed to her. She has been sucking that dry. And more than likely, what has happened, he can no longer contribute. Either he no longer has a job or he's disabled. One of those things where he can no longer contribute to her financially. Therefore, she's now capable of showing her true colors of just destroying him. And she just needs to just squash him and kill him like a bug. That's what she's doing. It's disgusting to watch a woman who's been with a man for a long time do that. So when I tell you, gentlemen, watch the signs, watch the level of disrespect. You either nip it in the butt, quick and sharp, or get out. Get the hell out before it's too late. Don't ever make a woman start that. Gotta read a few comments from that. CD Kangi said, what's this man's at? Need to send this man some support. Yeah, there's all the men out there who would love to send him some money just to bring him back to being a man. ID Collins said, her attitude is disgusting. I would have went hands-on. No, you can't go hands-on. That's why she's recording it. If the man puts his hands on her, then that's what she's don't you see what she's doing? She's pretty much trying to bait him. She's trying to bait him to freaking hit her. Then ultimately, he's put away. But he's so broken. He's been beaten down so bad. You can see that man. He's a beaten man. He's broken, man. He would never do that. And that's why he asked her, have I ever hurt you? No. But men like this, you got to be careful, ladies, of men like this. These are the ones that will either delete themselves or they will go the complete opposite way and just destroy everything around them and then delete themselves. Listen, YouTube will probably pull me up for that sort of statement. But this is what happens. This is what happens when you push a man to this point. So I am, CT said, I could feel his heart breaking. That's brutal. He probably gave his all and she's dropping him cold-blooded. Yeah, exactly. I'm the hooligan said, what man wants a woman like that? Insane. Hope bro doing well. No, he's not going to be well. Men don't recover from this shit. No. This man has contributed way too much to this woman for too long, and he has nothing to fall back on. He's too old. His parents are gone. He has nothing else. These are the kind of guys that end up on the street. So I just had to show you guys the levels at which females will go to break you in a relationship. Always remember this one thing, gentlemen. The woman you're sleeping with before the marriage, the woman that you do marry, the woman that you're in a long-term relationship with, and the woman who divorces you are four completely different women. She will do everything you want before she gets married. She will bring you and suck you in. You're going to see the best version. You're going to get sucked into that. Once she's in the marriage and she gets all the good things that you're offering her in the marriage, and if she cannot go through the hard times with you, you're going to get a different type of woman coming forth like this. And then when she divorces you, when she leaves, you're going to get the demon, the worst demon ever. because all of a sudden now she has nothing to lose and everything to gain. And she's going to take whatever she can get because she knows she's going to be much more vulnerable on the street. So remember that. 4 different types of women, 4 different stages of a relationship. So I like to give solutions. So ladies, if you need to understand how do I preserve my marriage, how should I be aware of these things? I've come up with a list of 4 things. And this is for couples. Ladies, you got to be aware of your insecurity and self-esteem. Realize that men, and I mean the large 99.99% of men, they get married to build themselves and build a family. They don't get married to get a divorce and take half your stuff. Okay? Men see marriage as till death do us part. So I want you to take your self-esteem and think that, hey, this man is in with me until the end. Don't lose that. Don't get insecure about that. You must always keep that in the back of your head. And if you see that he has a great opportunity coming or he's working on something big, support him. Be part of the process so that you know that he is there and both of you are invested in the process of building. It's to your advantage because if you ever want to divorce him, guess what? You can say, yeah, I helped him build it. Here's the receipts. That's all I'm saying. But that should never be your intention. I'm just trying to make you understand logic. Build with him. You should always be building together. My wife and I are building together every day. I don't care what it is. If she has something going, I want to make sure that I know so I can help her build. I want to give her some fresh ideas. I tell her what's going on with my channel. She's helping me on the side as well. Build together. That will bring your self-esteem up. So self-esteem is very important. You got to be secure with your marriage. Look for long term. Number 2, note your past experiences with men. Make sure that you're not pulling this insecurity from your past experiences. Make sure that you're not following the crowd of your single friends who are like boss bees and or we're getting our bag on our own. You're married. You chose that path. So build with your man. Work with him. Don't work against him. Forget your past. Your past no longer exists. It's only now and the future. You got to look at the long term. Okay? Now listen, there will be some changes in dynamics when your level of success increases. People tend to change when money is involved. Be careful of that. Be very cognizant. But understand you guys should be moving together. Yeah, he might want a new car because he's been working his ass off. He feels like I should reward myself. But then, gentlemen, you got to realize that, hey, if you're getting a new car because you've been working your ass off, you better make sure that your support system is also rewarded as you guys both climb the ladder of success. If you make that woman feel insecure because you're buying a new car and you're buying new clothes and all of this, it's going to make her feel insecure. She has to be part of the process. So be careful, gentlemen. Other major problem? Lack of communication. Listen, if the business is moving, if things are happening, or if the business is starting to collapse, it doesn't matter. Communicate with each other so that you all are both on board and you're both aware of where the family structure and the family life is. If you're holding back information from your wife on your success or your imminent collapse, make sure that she's aware and she is up on everything so that whenever something major happens, she's not in shock when it just happened. Businesses don't just shut one day. It's a slow process. You got to be able to come home and say, hi, baby, things are rough right now. Or, hey, things are going amazing. We're looking to open another location, blah, blah, blah. Oh, really, honey? Okay. What can I do? Can I do anything? Anything? Yeah. Just stay on board. Communicate. The biggest problem with marriages, 99.9% of the time, it's communication. Lack of communication between the couples. That communication keeps the other one informed. And once your partner is informed, she will understand what's going on, makes her self-esteem feel better because now she feels like she's growing with you. And it makes her feel more important in the process. She's not seeing you become successful. She's basically seeing both of you become successful. Now, if that's a job environment, make her know that her taking care of the kids and her taking care of the home while you've been out being the CEO or out being the line manager, etc., and growing is going to be to her success as well. Communicate. One of the biggest problems with relationships is neglect. Women tend to feel that their husband is neglecting them on his growth path. This can be remedied by communicating. Honey, I'm going to be out late again tonight. Babes, I got to fly to Chicago. I got to fly to New York. I'm not going to be able to see you this weekend, but next week, let's try to do something with the kids. Let's try to do something. But if I get this opportunity, oh, it's going to take us to the next level, baby. Fist bump. Okay, all right. She should then be looking at you and feeling like, wow, I'm going to get something out of this. We are growing together. Not he is growing. We're growing together. All right? All right, guys, I'm going to lock it off there. I hope you guys learned something in this particular segment. Ladies, do not sabotage your men. It is to your detriment. There is a reason why you married that man in the first place. You saw his potential. You saw where he was. Don't try to compete with him. Grow with him. It's the easiest thing to do. The biggest lie women have been told is, you go out there and compete with men. Why? The man is doing it all for you. It's not just for himself. Men don't toil and kill themselves for themselves. That's what you ladies do. Men do it for his family. This is what women don't understand. The man is working for you, and you're saying, oh, I want to compete. I want to be like him. I want to be a boss bee. Why? Who in their right mind would want to go and kill themselves and deal with the stress, etc., instead of having a soft life while your husband take care of you? As long as you understand, he's doing it for his family. That's how we are programmed. We're not programmed to do it for ourselves. That is your programming. You want to be a boss bee so you can say, I don't need a man. Men say, I want to be the boss so I can take care of my family. If you can let that sink into your head, you will understand that you're getting the better end of this bargain. Okay? So guys, thumbs up on this message, please. Remember, whenever in doubt, always ask an older man. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.